Steel'rs Nation, which one am I? I'm Tank, he's Mike. This is my terrible tell from the Super Bowl in Tampa. It's been too long since we've gone to a Super Bowl. How are you getting to Vegas? I'm getting to Vegas. I already bought my airline ticket on Elite. Am I getting ahead of myself?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, well, one game at a time because it has bit us in the past, overlooking the Jacksonville Kitty Cats who came over here and ran over us, the Cleveland Clowns overlooking them. Steel'rs Nation, one game at a time gets us to Vegas for the Super Bowl. Mike, I know this is going to sound nuts. Everybody's like, okay, great, we're going to playoffs. Oh no, we're doomed. If this offense can get together, I think they go into Buffalo and they pull off an upset. I'll tell you why. What say you?
I'm not so as
nobody is. I'm the only one.
As Corso would say, not so fast, my friend. I'm not sure about that. Main reason, no TJ Watt.
It's a big, huge loss not to have TJ. Let me go through this offensively and defensively quickly. Why I'm optimistic in this first round, one game at a time. Offensively, Mike, since the beginning of the year, I've said, and look, this whole season has been like watching a guy swim with great white sharks, and he fights them off, takes a bite. In the end, you know he's going to get eaten by the shark, but it's brilliant to watch him fight the sharks off. This offensive skill unit between Najee, between Jalen, between your emerging wide receiver core, and of course, Pat Freiermuth, who's been underutilized all season long. I know he was injured. If you took these skill players and gave them to the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy, how productive would that offense be?
I don't know. I don't think it would be necessarily Brock Purdy. I think you would probably need Kyle Shanahan to go along with him.
That's what I'm saying.
So they have the potential. They've got a lot of skill positions. The thing that, is scary is, some of the comments made by the receivers the past few weeks, even though they did get some wins, that's not the sign that you want to see from a team. However, they were able to rally around it and make things happen. Jaylen Warren was the bigger person. All of a sudden, he had a chance to make a block, to spring a touchdown, and he goes in and does it. And that kind of helped lift that team and start playing for each other a little bit. But what's going to happen if the stuff hits the fan on the sideline? Are the receivers going to rally behind the team and be selfless and make the selfless plays, or are they going to go back to their old ways and do that? So there's a small little cancer. Can they get around it? That's what my worry is right there.
Yeah, and we all should be worried. Do you know the 3-game dump against the bums of the NFL? And look, don't get so excited about beating the 28th ranked defense in the NFL. However, with all that said, it is a reset button as we go into the, Buffalo Chicken Wing Eaters Stadium up there in Buffalo. Can this team coalesce? Can they get focused? Can they be what they potentially can be as an offensive unit, a mature offensive line, a mature wide receiving group, your great running backs, and now you have a quarterback who has emerged in Mason Rudolph. Look, a lot has to go right up in Buffalo offensively. But what I am saying is I am unimpressed by the Bills' defense, especially their linebackers. If you attack their linebackers, if you had 2 great running backs, which we do, you attack the linebackers. If you have a good tight end, you attack the linebackers. Mike, you played at the highest level. If you can take care of the ball on the ground and attack the linebackers, what does it open up?
The play action pass. However, will they be able to do that? That's the thing. And it's going to be more, they're going to need the defense to step up. No TJ Watt is a big loss for the Pittsburgh Steel'rs. He is the defensive MVP last year. He is the team MVP.
He's Superman. He's not from this planet.
Exactly. So him being on the field helped open things for other players. Is there going to be a guy that's going to be able to step up? Are they going to be able to find pressure? Can they get pressure on Josh Allen and force Josh Allen to make those turnovers? We know he will do that. He's done it in the past.
And stop him from running, too.
However, yeah, he will force the ball at times. However, sometimes he will make some great throws. I look at it this way. The Steelers are running the football better, but the Bills are playing better, too. They rattled off 5 wins to get in since their bye week.
I know.
They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Cowboys, stuffed their running attack. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Patriots, stuffed that running attack when they finally got Zeke going a little bit, and then they just beat the Dolphins. And the Dolphins have a great running attack as well. So, can the Steelers establish the line of scrimmage and get the run? They're going to try. The Bills are explosive offensively. Can they shorten the game? That's the thing. Can the Steelers possess the football, control the clock, control the time of possession, keep Josh Allen off the field, on the sideline? Then they have a chance. But it's going to be tough. I mean, it's a tall task. I do like how Mason Rudolph's playing. I remember when we first came in and you and I first started talking, I said, I like Mason Rudolph. I like how the ball comes out of his hands. I like this, I like that. He gets it out quick. But then he got a chance to play and got to start. And everyone started saying, get Rudolph out of here. Do this. He's not that good. This and that. We got to get a new guy. Well, put Dobbs in. Look, there's a reason why quarterbacks typically have better success or more success later in their careers. You look at Patrick Mahomes. He at least sat out a year behind Alex Smith. Aaron Rodgers sat a couple years behind Brett Favre. There is benefit to sitting. Jordan Love behind Aaron Rodgers. But you go even further. Mason Rudolph had a chance to play early in his career because of some injuries, and he struggled a little bit. Almost got released at one point.
Yeah, nobody wanted him.
But then he stayed to the process. He kept his mouth shut. He went to work every single day. He tried to get better. And when his opportunity came back, he was able to take advantage of it. And there's a lot that can be said when you're on the sideline as a quarterback or you're at practice standing 15, 20 yards behind the play from where the quarterback viewing things how he views it. It takes time for that mind to develop. Steve Young is not Steve Young if he doesn't get cut by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and then goes and sits behind Joe Montana for a little while. He had to sit behind, started in Tampa, had to sit behind Joe Montana in San Fran. Then when it was his time, he was able to take off running. So I do think there is a little bit of a benefit for playing early, coming out, sitting, slowing the game back down.
Yes.
Okay, now here's my second chance.
Yes.
And I think that could help Kenny Pickett as well. Everyone wants Pickett gone. Give him a chance. Let him sit and develop. I wouldn't rush it, but I think Mason Rudolph is good enough to win a playoff game. The key is can they keep Buffalo off the field and keep that, or have Buffalo turn the ball over and keep them out of the end zone.
All right, Steelers Nation, we're all going to find out this weekend. That's taking a look at, our offense, if they hit full stride and a little bit of stumbling by the Bills.